New Zealand is a magical place, we all know it, and the Kiwis did a pretty good job at keeping the magic of New Zealand under their hat. But us Aussies, we found out about it, and in recent times it's exploded into global significance, and I'll tell you why. 4 words: Lord of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Ring, the first instalment of the epic trilogy, opened in 2001 to worldwide acclaim, and the stunning landscape became the star of the film. The Secret was out, and visitors have been flocking here ever since to see this place for themselves. The final instalment of the second trilogy, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, will be released later this year. Director Peter Jackson is an incredibly proud New Zealander, and he was determined to produce and post-produce his films here in New Zealand. So he created, in the city of Wellington, a first-class visual effects industry. But it was here, in the hills east of Hamilton, that he created, well, I think it's his finest legacy. You see, this is where he filmed the trilogy of The Hobbit, a studio set that you can actually visit. This is Hobbiton, the actual location from The Lord of the Rings, and later the set from the Hobbit trilogy. Following the demolition of the original set after The Lord of the Rings had wrapped filming, the sets were rebuilt for The Hobbit, and it was these recreations that have been preserved for film fans to enjoy. In actual fact, the area around the outside of Hobbiton is still a working sheep farm today, run by the same family that has run it since the 1970s. But when Peter Jackson was flying in his helicopter over the North Island of New Zealand and he looked down over this area, he said, "This is where I want to build Hobbiton." And I think he made a good decision, don't you? Within these sprawling hillsides of this Middle-earth village are 44 Hobbit homes. And fans of the trilogies will tell you they're all there. From Samwise the gardener's home to Bag End, home to Bilbo Baggins. The attention to detail is phenomenal and the illusion is complete. Take the oak tree above Bag End, completely man-made. One thing they've done really well is the gardens, and the challenge here is not only to make them look like working functional gardens, but also with a patina of age. Craig, this is truly remarkable. When did you start the rebuild of the new Hobbiton?
2009, the garden started to be developed here,
yep.
And that was ongoing for a couple of years.
Wow, yep. So 2 years, started by building the gardens. Now each one's unique to each Hobbit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, each Hobbit has their own character and personality,
yep.
As do does the gardeners here.
Yeah.
So we have an art director who gives us a brief that we need to stick to, so we don't move too far from it, but we are allowed some creative reign out here and it's enjoyable.
Craig, the vegetable garden is just sensational, but I'm quite fascinated because you've really created this landscape. It was quite different before this was built, wasn't it?
Yeah, some of the challenges involved for the guys who were building here was there was a natural swamp, especially flowing through this area. So one of the things we're trying to do at the moment is really build the structure and get the gardens creating healthy plants. It's the remnants of that are the thing that we deal with every day now.
And some of the produce, the herbs, end up back in the restaurant as well?
Yeah, it would be great to use a lot more
yep.
at the Green Dragon, but at the moment we send over specialty items and herbs and things that we yep. can keep up to. Not being a produce garden, a lot of our vegetables are left to go beyond their best, yep. and that is again for the look.
Yep, all about the effect.
Yeah.
Across the lake from the village is the Green Dragon Inn, Hobbiton's pub, and no stone has been left unturned in giving visitors the full experience. Starting the evening with the Green Dragon's own cider or ginger beer brewed in nearby Hamilton, followed by a banquet dinner, it's a lavish affair that you'll never forget. Now, if there's one bit of advice I could give you when you come to Hobbiton, and you have to make sure you come to Hobbiton, it's an amazing part of New Zealand. The North Island is just spectacular, and this will be an absolute highlight. Bring a camera. You really will love taking photographs. I've taken a heap. You can check them out on our Facebook page. Got to tell you, this is something really special.